Alright, yet another LaserDisc player, this time a Marantz LV500 player. This is a fairly well-featured LaserDisc player. If you get past the karaoke features that the other Pioneer had, this might even be a cut above. This does have the direct A to B playback, so no need to get up, as well as a few other features. I'll just spin it around before I turn it on to show that it does have, the other players did not, optical digital outputs as well as S-video out. So you might get a little bit better picture, a little bit better audio on this one than you do on the other two by virtue of those outputs. But everything again works on this one. No remote. It does have a sensor and it has been tested with a universal. Everything works with the universal. Again though, we'll fire it up. Again, you do have all of your important transport controls on the unit itself, so having the remote not necessarily crucial to get all of the playback features that you would need to watch LaserDiscs. So we can see we have a nice green, it might look a little blue on the camera, but it's green in real life, display with your counter and then all of your different tracks for both side A and side B. So again, we will go ahead and load up a LaserDisc. Nice smooth eject on the mechanism. And this one, the open button does function as a close button as well. So we will go ahead and hit play just to test the functionality. It'll spin up. This does have a few other features that the other players did not have for playback, which I think makes this the better movie player. I'll just start off. Again, another headphone jack with level control, 1/4 inch. You know, if you want to use headphones to watch your LaserDisc or listen to a CD, you can do that. As far as listening to CDs go, this has something interesting. It has a direct CD playback feature right here, which, if I understand what that does correctly, it actually turns off the video circuitry so that only the audio circuitry is in function, which, according to Marantz, gives you a cleaner sounding CD. Take that as it is. I don't know if you're going to notice any difference, to be honest, but it is there. You know, you've got some programming features, random play, single play, intro scan again to give you a little bit of a brief overview of each chapter. The soft picture, I'm not sure if you'll be able to notice anything. Supposedly that softens up the video noise. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's there. The theater function is actually fairly interesting. That will turn off the display, but it will also, I'll turn it back on again and I'll hit stop. That will blacken the screen. It'll cut out the video signal, so when you're flipping from side A to side B, it's not going to jar you with that blue image where it loses the video signal. It'll automatically flip it to side A, cut out, flip it to side B, and then cut back in. And as you see there, that was the side A to side B. I'll turn off theater mode so we can see that again. Play side A. This one again, it does have, it's kind of got a jog wheel, kind of like an old DAT deck for your fast forward rewind. It does not do, as far as I'm aware, individual frames. That is just fast forward and rewind. Yeah, that's just fast forward. It does not do individual frames like some of them do. Again, you do have on here chapter forward and reverse, your open and close, your stop, your play and pause. Again, no no still frame on the pause. But what we can do, we'll put it in theater mode right now, and then if you were to pause on theater mode, it just cuts out the video. You don't get that jarring blue screen like you would normally get if you didn't have that feature. So if you have the room darkened for a movie, kind of nice. With the theater mode off, so we can see what's going on here, we will do side A to B. And that will move the laser carriage up to the top. It's kind of interesting, if you ever come across one of these things, you can always tell the automatic side A to B. If for whatever reason, if it's not on the remote, or if it doesn't have it directly on the unit, which I've never come across one that didn't, but you can always tell a side A to B automatic player by this little cutout on the end. That's where the laser assembly actually moves on a track, and it kind of goes from the bottom of the unit, flips around inside that little jut, and then comes up the top. So if you ever see that, you know it's an automatic side A to B. But again, works flawlessly, cosmetically, pretty good shape, you know, no dents, led a pretty clean life, and works perfectly. No remote, but again, does work with a universal, no problem. Just a good player. Thank you for watching.